of on my computer at my office that hijacks your browser default and it makes it open Yahoo instead of Google. And I'm so mad because I pay a ton of money because I have because I store people's info. I have an E&O policy that if I don't have like whatever this cybersecurity, so I have like the highest you can get from this idiot tech of mine, and I sent him a thing. He's like, "Oh yes, I don't know how that could have gotten through. Neither do I. That's what I pay you for." And I can't figure out why. And I tried to figure out now for 3 days in a row. I hate stuff. Oh, all right.
Keep running. Morning. See you. How are you? Yeah.
You can't do it. Whatever, being with the island. They could do that. But yeah.
You had secretary. Yeah, right. So we'll go through. Victor. Pretty good. How about yourself? Always. Always. I just said, I've been out in school for a month and a half.
Right, Christmas, no bueno.
I didn't miss a word.
That you do.
Yes.
Did I see that?
This, this one over.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. It's about 2 years now.
Oh, okay, good, great school.
School.
Good. Oh,
Yeah. I won't get see it.
You go from seven? Yeah.
Waking up. We're not getting out.
Okay. It's fine. Almost literally every morning I don't have that really on. I don't know. Just a minute.
Shifted up. I jumped up there.
My wife is super early.
I will do about 4 years. Yeah. They'll jump on.
That's what it is. Like, I'm like, we're here. That's what they
I'm still. Actually, that's visiting.
Takes your.
You know, that's nothing but the part was a job. Now it's you. We got it. That's one.
Like.
Football, like upstairs, right? And then, maybe hey, Brian. At least.
Or him sometimes.
And then I'll introduce for him. Yeah. And I'll. Yeah. It's not like.
And he's like. It's not
I should agree with that at all.
So is that? What?
Nobody wants to take over.
Write it down. That's exactly what I was
You must have some comments together. No.
Well.
I love your answer to my question. And what, but you can drive it. No, I was, I agree with you, but it is something to consider when you're adding
Yeah.
families.
Right.
It made me happy. Not that that was. No, answer is no. Oh, yeah. Need to pass this around. Launch. Gary.
Let's get James. He's like a scout guy. You're right. That's what.
Yeah, the next one is a pledge.
Oh.
Just like squirming and
Just take one of these. Like an hour or you come in like two. An hour for a tea. I'll do that kind of hit like 3 minutes after that. Yeah, it's on my. We're familiar. Well, no. No. So what do we got? So we're getting a new podium banner when I go to.
Yeah, you can write one.
Color guard attention. All audience attention. Color guard for march. Scout hand salute. Color guard hold. Color guard exposed to colors. Color guard, honor your colors. Please join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America. To the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
you.
Please join me in the four-way test of the things we think, say, or do in Rotary. First. Second. Third. Fourth. Fifth.
Bacon.
Color guard reform ranks. Color guard for march. Audience may be seated.
Thank you, Ellie.
Yes, sir.
All right, good morning, everybody.
Marty.
All right, so the number one song, February 13th, 2002. 2002. You Got It Bad by Usher. Sounds kind of weird to me, but the number one movie, Collateral Damage by Arnold Schwarzenegger. Schwarzenegger. All right, so last week, as you guys know, I didn't have my sheet, so I missed his birthday. So let's go into it. Member birthday, Steve Hobbs, February 12th. And this week's, yeah, that's still the same. Spouse's birthday, Brian Lewandowski on 2/1. Karen Gallo on 2/4. And then Nancy O'Brien, 2/14. And Emily Volkert 217. Anniversaries, you got Ron and Kim, and it's been 33 years. And then when I talked to Kim, she said it was like 5 minutes underwater. So that was interesting. And then you got Raquel and Jeff, 19 years on the set. Rotary anniversaries, Kyle Strahan, 5 years on 211, Linda Ralph, 4 years on 210, Don Iverson, 7 years on 213, and Robert Gerard, 1 year on 219. So there we have it, folks. All right, treasurer's report.
We have guests.
Oh, aren't you gonna introduce? You didn't say.
Fine.
Go ahead, introduce him, James, please.
I'd like to introduce our guests. We have Scott Truce, 88 here today, our Scoutmaster for the Girl Group. Joel Percy, our Scoutmaster for the Boys Group. Mark Fuller, our committee chair, Shade Ewer, and we have other scouts and parents here as well. We'll get to them later. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
All right, let's try this again. Treasurer's report.
Oh, look, thank you. The dues are keep coming in. I'm really getting down to a short list, so you have, aren't sure you paid your dues or not. Pretty excited. No, good.
It's, all right. All right, the treasurer, President Left, I'm sorry.
All right, few things, we have a few vacancies in the club and we've got some interest from some people, but just wanted to read out. President-elect Community Services and Youth Services position. So the scouts being here today is a good example of our interaction with youth services as Rotary Club. So if anyone is interested in any of those 3 positions, contact Brian and let him know your interests. And Rotary self-assessment that I sent out last week that I thought was a PDF fillable form that ended up not being a PDF fillable form. I apologize for that. A staff person that we've got at Sherwood is working on getting that PDF, making that form of fillable PDF. Some of you have already given me hard copies or scanned yours back to me. Thank you very much. But when I send it out, hopefully today, or maybe Monday, as a quick PDF fillable, that should make it much easier for you to do your self-assessment of our club. Thank you.
All right, Secretary.
We had our board meeting this last week. We will be having the members that got approved. And Gary and I will input those into club runners on Tuesday.
Not a Granada, that's it.
Sure.
All right. Eileen, Home Services.
So there's a card going around for Gary because he had this surgery. We passed it around at the board meeting, but for those who weren't, please sign and then get it back to me. We also have another card that's going to go out to Jeff, who had a procedure done, and also to Hayden, Rochelle's son, who had house fire. I just have to go pick up some more blank cards, but those will go out this weekend. So if anybody knows of anybody who is in need of a pick-me-up or outreach, please let me know. We'll take care of that right away. And then we also have, I'll be scheduling a fireside at Dwellers to Retreat, probably first part of either late this month or first part of March. So I'll get that sent out. And then I'm just going to piggyback because Raquel and I are co-chairing our upcoming Porks and Kegs events. And we already have the date. We already have an auctioneer. We already have talent. We are in the process of reviewing food options. And so we'll get that to you and then we'll have a ticket price. And then hopefully, probably end of March, we'll have the website done so we can start early. We're also going to do a meeting where we don't have guests to talk about Porks and Cakes and what we need to help make that event be a little more proficient. Correct? Correct. Madam Co-Chair. And so the date is September 19th. So make sure you put that on the calendar. That's all I have. Thank you.
Foundation, Bob.
Well, at the board, they did approve Pierce as co-chair of Foundation. So I have reached out to Kendra to get on the calendar to talk some more about Foundation Club here. Mostly it.
All right. Membership. Yeah.
Like Christine said, we had our board meeting this week where we had the opportunity to vote in for new board members. Jessica McLaughlin, Aaron, and Tony Matzi, and Todd Lewis. So, we have 4 new members. Make sure you reach out, make them feel welcome, and we're super excited that you're here. Thank you so much. And keep up the good work.
Just so the new members know, after this meeting, we all go to breakfast and they pay. Part of being a new member, man, you gotta do your part, right?
Bill.
Yeah, exactly. So, and then we skip on down to our past president. Come on.
All right. I got no club business, but I did my jokes. A disclaimer, I was feels are about dad jokes aren't supposed to be really funny, they're supposed to be stupid. But I want to just use.
Don't call it a joke. You're doing a great job there. How about that?
So number one, what type of road do skeletons live on?
Dead end.
How many troopers, stormtroopers are gonna take to change the light bulb? None, they prefer the dark side.
Success.
All right, Sergeant.
I can't find it. Right.
Oh, you have something to say? Go ahead, Chris. I'm sorry. You know,
I yield the floor to Mr. Bell. Thank you.
Chris, I thought after the meeting you had something to say. Yeah, that's what I thought you.
It was, yeah, so. we have, We support school down there, we sent a couple $1,000. There are a couple of members in the room here that donate like $200 for a dedicated 3-year period to help kids go through school down there. And then they write thank you letters, and then like 8 or 9 in here, all written in Spanish, so Rand's gonna interpret it for us. I can do that.
That is, I didn't turn on.
You dropped it into AI. Instantly, it came back. The interpretation, and it comes back and says, gee, it looks like these are a bunch of letters.
Really? Is that how that works? I always start with the dark black slide.
Then there.
You're on the dark
That are down.
Mhm.
Where you're like my sponsor.
That's fine.
I made it through second
That's fine.
grade or 4th grade or whatever it is, thanking the sponsor. So I'm gonna send this around and it starts right, or hold it over, and it kind of starts right there about thank you very much for your support, your school thing, all that stuff. For the people that donate. So I'll sit there, yeah, this is whatever you want to do with it, pass it around. So that's awesome. And for this.
So, and then how do we go to the next one? Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Bell. Yep. Let's do our 2-stage, product lunches, the product in there. Okay, so I have our new members draw that. The red ticket, please, read the last 3 numbers out nice and loud. You win, you're buying. 151.
Oh, no. That's totally great.
And all of those, and make sure they're not all the same. 151. And then, you have to pick out the nuts with the W in there. I think it's there. Cheers. Wait, you get a consolation prize. All right. Let's do some happy parts. We don't have anybody online, so let's start with our president.
Okay, so I've been given the green light. Everybody knows that my youngest son was gonna have a child and they miscarried, unfortunately, right?
I know that, sir.
Yeah, his birthday, which is actually happened back in September. However, they found out they were gonna have a child now. They're pulling up on where they can tell the sex of the baby, which is gonna be a boy, and the anticipated due date is. So.
Been there, done that.
So, yeah, so that's pretty cool.
Grandpa.
Yeah, exactly. So.
Cool. All right.
So happy to be home from Florida. It's been our days in meetings this whole week.
Nice warm weather.
It wasn't that great.
Oh, how about you, sir?
I'm very happy. Big place to speak with.
Good. All right.
Happy to be here. One of my goals for this year was to sign up for a strongman competition, so I'm driving over to Bremerton tonight. I get to lift up some really heavy rocks, some really dumb things.
Throwing a caber.
No, not throwing anything, it's just lifting up really heavy.
Okay, so you're. Yeah. Mayor, are you lifting heavy things?
No. We had a little birthday party last night. I made a cake for my oldest son, who is 27 and turns 47 on Tuesday, and my youngest son, who turns 4.
Wow.
So I split the cake.
Having it try, glad to see the trees there, and we'll say, here's what we have to do, and what we've been doing, and all that. It's always fun sometimes. No matter what time it is. Happy Friday, spend some time over Easter.
Happy for the scouts joining us this morning and just reading these thank you letters from people. So glad that we are supporting that.
Another kind of youth engagement.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
I had the opportunity Monday night to go to Act 41 up in Montpelier. They asked to have a fire commissioner come up and talk to them, and I thought it would be more fun for you guys to have bunker gear and pull a hose.
That's fun.
So for some reason, they wanted to talk to a commissioner, so I had a great time with about 10 or 12 young boys and girls, and asked a lot of great questions. And, it was just really a good opportunity to see scouting in action, consistent with what you guys are doing for young boys and girls. And kind of reflected back on the fact that I was made to Weedlow, and so did my son. So, and then I went in the Army for 21 years. So that had an effect on me. Anyway, it was a great opportunity to kind of rethink, revisit those memories.
Yeah. Any one of the kids want to say, I want to be a commissioner?
No. Firefighter, yeah.
I have a happy 5. I'm so excited for our new members. Thank you so much for joining. I'm so happy to see Ram. So great to see your face. And I just want to thank everybody for your support of Sherwood's auction. It is, the amount of support from this group has been phenomenal. So thank you all. And I am excited for Bucks and Days. Don't forget your cowboy boots and your hat, because it's coming.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Nice.
Happy it's Friday. We're kicking off Festival of Trees this week, really. Sponsorship letters went out to past sponsors to invite them back to be sponsors. Rotary has committed for this year again. And we've already had some other people pay our Jubilee sponsor and some pre-sponsor. So I'm really excited. Momentum.
And we're working on design.
And we're working on designers. So we'll come together.
So when do you start?
Survived the parade with my grandson this week. Had a great time. Oh, my goodness. There was a lot more alcohol involved than I thought there was gonna be. Really. So a guy behind me threw a Bud Light up to Darnold on the bus, who caught it like this, one-handed, opened it and slugged it. I watched, it's like 10:30 in the morning.
Came out of the station.
Parade was fun. That was a blast. Also, we're taking a trip up to Vancouver to go hang out with my wife's cousin, his family. He is hilarious.
Nice. All right.
I am happy that it's Friday and that like about this moving in some really great direction for the next, months to years. And I also am happy that my husband home from the hospital today because he had a small procedure yesterday. So he should be home and on the bed this weekend.
Yeah, tell him it was a small procedure.
So
You happy?
I am happy. I'm happy that we're here and that we get an opportunity to share what we're doing.
All right, very good. Board good. Victor.
Yes, I'm happy it's Friday and, that's here. Yeah, happy to be here. Debbie.
Yeah, happy to be here, happy for the Hawks win and for parade and fun, and for the scouts. And to see it really done both my home and my business. So it's
Mom of an Eagles fan. Hopefully two Eagles fan.
I'm happy that it's Friday and also very happy for snow coming in the mountain.
Yay.
Yes.
No doubt.
All right, you're happy?
Happy.
Happy? Yeah. Everybody happy?
So, I've got a couple of happies, scheduled a family vacation. We're just gonna go to Port Elizabeth and, we wanna go to Victoria, take a little ferry across. There's gonna be 9 adults and 2 babies, so it's gonna be the rest of the house. It's gonna be a blast. So just all the kids and the grandpas, so forth. And, what else? Oh, hey, I get bags now because Mikey closed the chicken coop and whoever we've been feeding in the, woods is no longer getting it. Amazing, all.
All right, I'm happy. I'm glad to see our group here today to give us their annual report. Excited about the future there. As you might recall, Rotaries in Lake Stevens has been supporting scouting for more than 30 years. With Cub Scout Pack 88, thanks to this group is pumping life back into that pack again, so we're excited about that. And then 7 years ago this month, we started Troop 88 for girls because the Boy Scouts of America said, "Yeah, we can have girl-only troops." And so on February 1st of that year, they came and joined us that day. And then from there, they went off to winter camp. And we've done that every year since. They'll tell us more about that. And then last year, we formally started the boys only. So then the Boy Scouts of America has gone through some transitions of their own. They're now called Scouting America. And that's exciting. So over the years, we've done great things. Who is presenting? Oh, well, yeah, so we just, last summer, she became our committee chair. Mark, as I mentioned, leads, shepherds the boys and John shepherds the girls. So, Jay, tell us about Troop 88. Yeah.
Good morning, everyone. Thanks for having us back. We really appreciate it. Some of you probably remember us coming last year. We truly appreciate the Rotary continuing to support our youth organization, and our community projects. My name is Shay Buer, as James Monroe was saying. I serve as committee chair for both the girls and the boys troops. Last year we shared who we are and what Scouting America looks like in our community. This year we're excited to share how Troop 88 has grown for all of our scouts. And so without further ado, I will bring up our youth leaders. We'll start out with Troop 88G's SPL. Come on up.
Good morning. Well, hold on. Good morning. My name is Eliana, and I'm the senior patrol leader for Troop 88G. Thank you for welcoming us back. When we spoke with you last year, we shared how scouting builds leadership, confidence, and practical skills through real experiences. This year, we would like to share with you what we have done to continue growing and building the program. We have had a lot of outings, service projects, and adventures. I would like to start with a few highlights from the past years. In January, we did the Whidbey Island Exploration Day. We started the day with a stop at Deception Pass Bridge. We walked across the bridge and were able to see porpoises, seals, bald eagle, and pretty sure we saw a sea otter too. We then hiked to the Goose Rock Summit Trail. Our next stop was Fort Eby, where we had lunch, and then spent a couple hours exploring the battlements. We explored Price Sculpture Garden, which is about a half-mile trail with art installations along the way. After we headed back to the ferry with a quick stop for a sweet snack at a grocery store that Beth, one of our adult leaders, suggested, and it had the best bakery items. Last August, we did a camp out at Fort Casey. During this outing, we stayed at the YMCA campground and focused on our citizenship and society merit badge. Some scouts also worked on their camping and cooking merit badges, as well as rank advancement sign-offs. During this outing, we also explored the battlements. Again, we love battlements. My favorite part is going around the communication room with no flashlights. It's dark. As you can see, if we can take a ferry trip, we obviously will. We also explored Fort Worden, and if you have any other suggestions of historic places we can go camping, please let us know. We do what is called an advancement camp twice a year before our Court of Honor to finish up any last-minute items that may be preventing some from either reaching the next rank or finishing off a merit badge. At our last advancement camp at Fire Mountain, both troops participated in many merit badges and rank advancement activities. We worked on things such as Nocturne, citizenship and community, citizenship and society, and geocaching/navigation, just to name. Now I would like to hand it over to the senior president of 88B.
Good morning, my name is Britton, and I am the senior patroller for 88B. Thanks for having us here today. Aviation Day was so great, I decided to become a commercial pilot. In the picture, you can see Stella standing with me. She is our newest Eagle Scout. This summer, I have been accepted into the internship at Boeing. Thanks to scouting, I have found a great appreciation for aviation.
There you go.
The boys too got to learn a lot about cooking in the outdoors as a team. We enjoyed working together, cooking and cleaning, and everything in between. We even smelled the skip for the camp.
They did a really good job coming up with a skip for campfire, which is kind of a big deal for them because they're all very quiet. So they came out of their shells. They also love playing board games, as you can see from the picture. They had a lot of fun. What was that, Britton? You guys made fresh clam chowder from scratch, and they made hot cross buns in a Dutch oven, which none of them had used before. They're like, how do you make bread? This is witchcraft and wizardry. So it was pretty great. Britton's standing in front of the stone that has his name on it. He spent a lot of time up at Fire Mountain, as have a lot of the kids because they really love it. It's our local scout camp. It's a beautiful place. So. And our last slide.
This is a picture of all of us in tribute at Lava Forge. We went to Lava Forge to learn about metalworking and the Christmas ornaments. Now I would like to hand it over to Delaney with Tribute 88.
Delaney.
Good morning, I'm Delaney. I am just a KP Scout. I get the exciting job of telling you that we had two different scouts reach Eagle this year. Their names are Oakley and Stella. Oakley had a great Eagle Court of Honor. There was lots of food and wonderful mementos for everyone to enjoy, as you can see in the picture. Stella is going to have a Court of Honor very soon. You can see Stella's Eagle project in the picture where she restored a weed-covered and badly marked parking area for the Perfect Pals Animal Sanctuary this summer into a thing of beauty. We're so proud of them both. We have reestablished the Cub Scout Pack this year. This is a picture of them playing life-size Candyland. This other picture is of them at a recruiting event. In fact, all scouts in both troops and the packs have been working very hard at recruiting. If we know any kids, send them our way. We would love to include them in our amazing adventures. Last but not least, as you may be aware, Troop 88 does mulch sales every spring to raise enough money to pay for summer camp. Last year we went to Camp Merriweather outside of Tillamook, Oregon. This year we're going to Camp Baldwin in Oregon near Mount Hood. You can help us make it there by sharing this QR code with your friends, neighbors, and family. Our current mulch dates are March 14th, April 11th, and May 2nd. I'll be passing this on to
There we go. They gotta scan it. The mulch sales have been very successful throughout the years. Where our goal is always to make sure that the scouts can do everything that they want to do, go on all their adventures. And it's a really great way for us to also serve the community that we live in. Yep. All right, come on up. Ellie and Britton. Come on.
One more thing that I'm really excited for is with Baldwin. Not only is it known for the horses, but I was selected through a lottery system to do the Westward Bound Horse Trek in August. It is 165 miles over 10 days, moving the horses from Camp Baldwin to Butte Creek through Mount Hood Wilderness. I know how to say that word.
That's really exciting. Yeah.
10 days away from everything. Thank you again for having us back. We are proud of how our troops have grown, and we are excited to head straight from here to winter camp today.
Yay. Go ahead.
We really like that the Rotary and Scouting share a commitment to service and leadership. We are excited to be chartered by you, and we look forward to continuing your continued support.
Well done, guys. Thank you. Thank you so much for your time today. It really means a lot to the scouts. It is up.
Yes, the camp, it's Sleeping. So it's on the south side of Yes. Just got the forecast, it said it's supposed to start snowing tonight and then tomorrow. And hopefully we get more done.
As long as something in the group to go winter camp this month. We're excited. You might also recall Scouts lead the children's parade at Taco Fest. So in Pack 88's absence, Troop 88 stepping in on that, so we're excited. And again, this year, that's same weekend that leads into their summer. And Baldwin's a great place in Oregon, so they'll have a lot of fun. Does anybody have any questions about our troops or scouting in general?
I'm curious, what do you do at winter camp?
A lot of sledding. Snowball fights, yeah, that's a big one. You also teach cooking. So they have a whole kitchen for us, like a big commercial kitchen, because it's a regular camp during the summertime for campfire. So we get to use the whole kitchen and all of its things, and we teach all the scouts how to use it in a safe way. They make all of our meals.
Yeah. Winter preparedness, they do a lot of first aid training before they go. They
Yep.
can recognize things like frostbite and
Yeah, last year.
hypothermia. Having that knowledge and then getting to go play in the snow and be like, hey, I think your fingers are on the little sprays right there.
Yeah.
Maybe some drug gloves. Hey.
Yeah.
I definitely don't want to bad.
Last year we did some shoes, and it's always
that's
an
all.
option.
Any igloo building?
We have not done that yet, but it is on the list of things to try out, I think.
That's great. So, thank you all, scouts and leaders for coming. And another question?
Question, I'd like to hear from a couple of scouts. What was the most challenging, challenge, I guess, that you had to do, to get, what was hardest for you to do?
Okay, not so much the hardest, but very much the most informational one, was wilderness survival. So just as a merit badge I took most recently, I took that at the last camp we went to, and I, to say the least, not prepared for how intense it would be. I mean, they kind of laid on you at the beginning. You're gonna stay in the woods, but you're gonna need to survive by yourself. You're gonna need to be able to build a fort out of sticks of wood. And I'm like, okay, that's pretty intense. But it gets more intense. It was a lot. There was a couple of things that I definitely learned where I thought I would be okay, and I was not okay. We were fortunately allowed to use tarps and bring tarps, but the rule was that I had to only bring what you would bring on a day hike. So no sleeping bag, no sleeping pad. You had to find stuff in the woods. You had to curl up in whatever you had in your pack, and you had to stay the night. It was intense. It was a very much bonding experience with the people that I slept with. And when I woke up, I found out that my merit badge counselor had a tent. And and found out that the other merit badge counselor actually had a table mattress. So it was a fun experience, and I definitely learned a lot. And now I remember carry those heated blankets in my. Yeah.
So when you become the mayor, then shots of that. Anybody else want to share a challenging mayor badge? Go ahead.
Some of the merit badges that take time are kind of difficult, but I did the rock climbing merit badge last year at summer camp. And while it's a really fun and easy merit badge, I had some safety issues with my belayer. So that made it kind of difficult for me. What did you do? I was,
Yeah.
they got like, it was halfway up full and they weren't paying attention. Like they were like daydreaming and didn't lock the belay. And I yelled falling and they just watched me fall. So my backup belayer had to like jump on the rope to keep me from falling, and I fell like a good 4 feet. So it was difficult because it was scary, but I feel like very bad.
Yeah, the aims of scouting are citizenship, training, character development, physical fitness. And so everything scouts do is tied to one of those three things or more. And so it's exciting. Yeah.
Remind me, because it's been a long time since I was in scouts, the ages between the pack and troop.
So Cub Scout Pack is, we started a kindergarten program a few years ago. So kindergarten through halfway to 5th grade. So 5 to 10.
Okay, 10 and a half to 11.
Yeah. And then to be in a scout troop, that's ages 11 through 18, or up to 18 actually. So you can join a troop sooner if you've been a Cub Scout, and that's some requirements. Then there's also a program called Venturing, which has been around for ever, it seems like, which is for youth ages 14 through 21. And that's kind of a more intense program
Veteran crews can focus on a specific, skill or activity, like only do rock climbing or horsemanship or shooting or, whatever, or it can be a broad range. At one time, we sponsored that.
Thank you. What does it take to become a Scout?
An Eagle Scout, well, you want to answer that question? What it takes to be an Eagle Scout?
A lot of dedication and.
So there's the ranks to become Eagle, there's leadership involved, then you have to earn a minimum of 21 merit badges. There's 12 or 13 hours work.
13 are required.
13 are required, like first aid, there's 4 citizenships, in the community, world, nation, required, sorry.
They're big ones.
Yeah, big ones. She talked about the time-based one, so, family life, there's a time frame in that. And then the other merit badges are electives, so rock climbing or shooting or whatever, wilderness survival. But you can earn more than that, of course, there's 138 of them right now. And a handful of scouts earned those over the years.
And then
If you go-
have to do.
Oh, and the service project, right, as talked about earlier. Just gonna go, Grace Wells, our first Eagle Scout from the girls group, redid the gardens up at Skyline Elementary School. She went to school there.
And it's quite a report.
Yeah, and then put that report together, then you go before, for every rank, you have to sit before what's called a board of review. And answer questions about scouting and what you learned out of it. The one for Eagle is a little more intense, but by then, the scouts used to answer questions.
Yeah, because for that Eagle Scout project, they have to implement it, get people involved, do the finance fundraising for it, is to develop that leadership.
Exactly, right, you do a ton of project.
Yeah.
And I often tell those scouts, take that worker with you, and you're a project manager. We don't do that. Well,
Yeah, as I say, as a business owner, seeing the things that they have to do is a lot like preparing them for that. So from the merit badges, learning the skills to just their advancements, going through interviews with adults, having to get comfortable with that, coming up and talking to people, getting comfortable with that. The Eagle Scout project is like they're managing the whole project. So they have to get the resources to help them build it. So in a lot of ways, it is just like running a business.
Yeah. They're not supposed to do any work unless it comes down to it.
It can lead to things like my son got his first job because he had Eagle Scout on his resume. And it stand out a little bit.
a lot of them are open to that, because they know they've learned all that skill set, so.
What did Derek do for his project?
He ended up having a transition as project, was working on building a shed for a church that needed it, and then at the last minute, it kind of pulled the financing out from under him, which created him having to regroup. So then he did a fundraiser for the food bank and collected food and delivered it. So it took all of those circumstances into account.
Yeah. So scouts don't wait until you're 17 and a half to start those things, because
Right.
something might come up that interrupt the plan.
Yeah, they find out at 18, so
Right.
you have to have it.
Oh, their birthday.
Yeah.
And this support scouting, when Greg and Christine had Ace Hardware, they had a flag collection box installed in the store, which is still there. Thank you for that. That's managed by Troop 42. Derek Franz was a member of Troop 41, which Mr. Ballard used to be a scout for many moons ago.
Yep.
My sons were in scouting too, and it's always impressive to me to be able to see young people come up and stand in front of people and speak. As an adult, it gets hard for me sometimes. If I'm talking about something that I can talk about insurance all day in front of as many people, no big deal. This actually makes me nervous every day. So if you got up here and you weren't, man, you're a better person than I am. So, but thank you guys for so much. The club would like to also get together with you guys to do some projects. If you guys have some projects we can help with and vice versa, and make sure to get you guys involved in some of that. Eileen, you want to give us an inspiration?
Yes, today's quote is, when everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it.
Against the wind. Just like a kite, right? Anybody have anything for the greater good? Since we have a little bit of time? No, no, no. It's going once, going twice. Go out and conquer the world into the wind. Hey, do you guys retire the colors? Is that something we should do? I don't. Hey, guys. Hey, everybody. Wait, everybody sit back down. I'm sorry. We need to retire the colors. Right?
Retire the colors.
Children's attention, audience attention, may the audience please rise and move all non-scout related heads. Color guard forward march. Scout hand salute. No, I'm smart, I'm sorry too. It's opening. Color guard hold, color guard honor your colors. 2. Color guard retrieve the colors. Color guard reform ranks. Color guard. What? I forgot what.
Reform ranks.
Color guard for emerge. Scout hand salute.
You know what's funny is I still say, when we do the Pledge of Allegiance, after we say the Pledge of Allegiance, I always say and two. From both ends. All right, y'all have a great day.
I hear you. Yeah, we're close on him.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Most of them were, so. Yeah, thank you. I get you.
We've not seen Samuel Jackson in a long time. That's that means Sunday. And Samuel Jackson. 8 days ago.
Take all of those things.
Thank you.
Go down. Right. Back. Hang out. And then.
See you later. Get it in there. And it's always impressive to me to see a young person be able to stand up in front of people and speak.